by
Get 25% off a 7 or 28-day Prime Router bundle in the My Digicel app today. Enter to pick and win with Digicel this Christmas.
Nothing moves your vibe, your mood, or your appetite like the taste of grace.
Pepsi.
Fool! You just get up. What you hungry, man? You're the king of this. Like how up are the king of burgers.
Taste rules your way at Burger King. The best tasting burgers under the
Final Whistle brought to you by Digicel, Grace, Pepsi, and Burger.
Plant a tree. Conserve energy. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Let
Live. Days, weeks, months, and years. It's never too late. It's all in one spot.
Hey folks, good morning and welcome.
In food, drop in pipe food on, make us see what
College.
Live streaming from all brands, thousands of hours of video on demand. Discover the island's best by downloading the app or typing onespotmedia.com.
Because it's the season of giving, enjoy enough pickings this Christmas with a chance to pick and win your share of over 16 million in cash and prizes. Plus, get 25% off a 7 or 28-day Prime Router bundle in the My Digicel app today. Enter to pick and win with Digicel this Christmas.
Final Whistle brought to you by Digicel, Grace, Pepsi, and Burger King.
Fool! You just get up. What you hungry, man? You're the king of this. Like how up are the king of burgers. You see when Burger King goes so boom and they make the beef patty well seasoned up and put it on the open flame, then them go so juicy pickles, tomatoes, freshly cut onions, crispy lettuce, classic. Every other burger still stuck at square one.
Babe!
3 juicy whopper right on time.
taste rules your way at Burger King. The best tasting burgers under the sun.
Make money now with local City and Guilds and ABE endorsed certificates and Distinction College. Start new online and face-to-face classes very soon in our Make Money Now career courses and get qualified jobs worldwide or start your own business in practical pediatric, geriatric, and psychiatric nursing, phlebotomy and pharmacy technician, early childhood education, child care, cashiering, call center, event planning, receptionist, customer service, housekeeping, waitering, food preparation, bartending, cake baking, plumbing, motor vehicle, electrical installation, air conditioning, makeup, hairdressing, nail technician, and cosmetology. No subjects acquired, no age limit. Register this week and get City and Guilds Maths and English classes for free. Call us at 35641.
Plant a tree. Conserve energy. Reduce, reuse, and recycle.
We have it. Live. Days, weeks, months, and years. It's never too late. It's all in one spot.
Hey folks, good morning and welcome.
In food, drop in pipe food on, make us see what
College.
Live streaming from all brands, thousands of hours of video on demand. Discover the island's best by downloading the app or typing onespotmedia.com.
Dear TVJ. Hello, TVJ family. I need your help with my son. I wish for a stove for my sick mother. Please assist my mother with her medical bills.
Every year you write asking for our help, and we do our best to make your Christmas brighter. 'Tis the season to give back to those who need a helping hand. Write a letter with your wishes addressed to TVJ Christmas Wishlist at 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, or email us at tvjwishlist@televisionjamaica.com. Tell us how we can make you smile this Christmas.
My name is Barry Allen, and I am the fastest man alive. To the outside world, I'm an ordinary forensic scientist. But secretly, with the help of my friends at Star Labs, I fight crime and find other metahumans like me. But when my daughter came back from the future to help, she changed the present. And now our world is more dangerous than ever. And I'm the only one fast enough to save it. I am the Flash.
Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. on TVJ.
It's a cutthroat advertising industry.
We're not going to offer him a steak until he proves himself.
This is what newspapers live for. Lilith, I don't think you're getting what I'm saying to you.
And everyone wants to make it big.
If the mountain doesn't want to go to the man must go to the mountain.
But will all dreams become reality?
I have no idea.
Watch the drama series Generations The Legacy, Sundays at 1 p.m. on TVJ.
Our children are the rock on which our future will be built, our greatest asset as a nation. They will be the leaders of our country, the creators of national wealth who care for and protect our people. In celebration of Jamaica's 60th year of independence, the Gleaner presents to you a Jubilee salute to our nation's children with 60 great essays by our top students in the best-in-class book, available for purchase at the Gleaner Library, 7 North Street, Kingston. RJR Gleaner's Gift Shop, 32 Lyndhurst Road, and the Gleaner's Western Bureau Office at 23 Orange Street, Montego Bay.
The Showdown of Faith.
Wake up, Jamaica. The living God is with you.
A program that will change your life by faith.
Me now feel the pain in my heart again, and me.
I don't suffer from depression anymore, the sleepless nights.
Watch us on Saturdays and Sundays at
Locks, me have to tell you about the liquor man, not a front teeth.
Expect a belly full of laughter when you rent the solo entertainment package Slice of Life. Just log into onespotmedia.com, click on our rental catalog, select programs, then select Slice of Life. You may also download the app and watch on the go. All this and more on onespotmedia.com.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth.
Savior's birth.
Long lay the world in sin and error pining.
To he appeared, and the soul felt his worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees.
Oh, hear,
hear
the angels'
voices. Oh, night
divine, oh, night.
Oh, night.
But Christ was born. Oh, night divine, oh, night. Oh, night divine. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angels' voices. Oh, night divine, oh, night.
Oh, night.
When Christ was born. Oh, night divine.
again, it's Christmas time, it's here again, it's Christmas time, it's here again, it's Christmas time, it's here again, it's here again, it's Christmas time, it's Christmas time, it's here again, it's Christmas time, it's Christmas time, it's Christmas time, it's here again, here again, it's here again, it's here again, it's here again, it's Christmas time again, it's here 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 again, it's Christmas time again, it's here again, it's here again. In the manger, the peaceful manger, the baby sleeps tonight. And in the manger, the peaceful manger, the baby sleeps tonight. It's Christmas time again. It's that time of year. Hush, my child, please don't be my child, for you will lead the way. Hush, my child, please don't be my child, for you will lead the way. I said, it's Christmas time again. It's that time of year.
Of his love. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright around your virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. thee. I am deep and born holy faith. Peace forever shall reign. Peace forever shall reign.
Around this time of year, friends and family start mailing holiday cards to those far and even further away. But given that we live in a digital age, this is where you can also start considering thoughtful thank you or thinking of you messages for a loved one online. Let today serve as a reminder to continue your family's holiday traditions or to establish new ones. As the Advent season continues, this week also emphasizes a period of peace. Thank you for joining us for this exciting edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Audrey Williams. We have a lot in store for you today, including how our country is evolving as we raise the next generation of leaders. With that being said, stay put. After the news, there's more.
I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Friday, December 9, 2022. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has alerted that Jamaica intends to capitalize on its crime-fighting relationship with the United States to go after Jamaican immigrants in that country who are influencing, soliciting, and funding crime on the island.
And we have a list of them that we intend to pass on to you. But we would welcome your help and support in identifying, tracking, and prosecuting those persons and potentially extraditing them back to Jamaica.
Mr. Holness has also asked that Jamaican traffickers and guns destined for the island be given priority attention under the new Bipartisan Safer Communities Act passed in the United States in June of this year. The Bipartisan Safer Communities Act creates a legal framework to interdict and prosecute persons illegally exporting guns from the United States. The Prime Minister was speaking with senior officials of the United States Justice Department this week during a high-level meeting of law enforcement and security agencies. He was accompanied by Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson. The meeting was being held in the United States to discuss the growing threat of transnational criminal gangs, organized criminal violence, and the trafficking of illegal guns into Jamaica. It ended with a commitment for greater and more effective information sharing. Opportunities for further expansion of institutional and human resource capacity building and training were also explored. The United States senior security officers expressed confidence in the efforts of the Jamaican government and expressed their own commitment to greater crime-fighting collaboration with the island. In other news, the Beckford Lodge Road in Westmoreland will be rehabilitated at a cost of $41.7 million. On Wednesday, Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Desmond McKenzie signed a contract with Wadmar Construction Limited to execute the project. The contract is being financed from the Equalization Fund and will be implemented and supervised by the Ministry and the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation. Work on the approximately 1.9-kilometer roadway will be done over 4 months from January to April 2023. In addition to resurfacing the road, draining features, including curbs and channels, have been incorporated in the design.
All the materials that will be used on the road will be subjected to testing and can only come from the approved source, Mr. Contractor. it can only come from where we recognize as a source that provides quality material.
Minister Mackenzie says an annual maintenance program will be put in place to preserve the integrity of the road. Patients at the Kingston Public and Montego Bay hospitals who require respiratory support can expect better oxygen assistance. This is thanks to a $2 million project that will install piping infrastructure to deliver life-saving oxygen to the bedsides of patients in need of respiratory support. The Liquid Medical Oxygen LOX project was launched yesterday. It is being funded by the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, and implemented by Meeting Targets and Maintaining Epidemic Control, EPC.
This $2 million expenditure in what is, as we have said, a life-saving venture will only enhance the relationship. My fundamental takeaway from this is that COVID, in a very strange way, has brought us significant opportunities to enhance both friendship as well as enhance our public health infrastructure.
As part of the project, hospital staff will be trained to ensure the efficient management, maintenance, and sustainability of the country's liquid oxygen ecosystem. Senior Program Officer for EPC, Sue Ann Wallace-Brown, emphasizes that the true beneficiaries of the initiative are the thousands of Jamaicans who will access care at these facilities.
We're pleased to be partnering with the Ministry of Health on this LOX project. We call it LOX for short, Liquid Medical Oxygen, because it is not just for Jamaica, it is for Jamaicans.
Meanwhile, healthcare facilities across the island are to benefit from the donation of medical equipment and supplies valued at approximately $1 million. The gift, which was facilitated through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, was handed over to the Ministry of Health by the government of the Republic of Korea on Tuesday. It includes bedside stethoscopes, operating theater tables, anesthetic machines, electrosurgical units, diathermy pencils, and incubators. State Minister for Health, Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn, says the medical supplies will support critical areas such as maternal care for babies and surgical operations.
We continue working fervently towards equipping our facilities to respond to health emergencies and complications that they are likely to bring about. We are certain that this donation will further assist improving the quality care offered at public health facilities, particularly in special care nurseries and our operating rooms, to improve the health outcomes of those who, for one reason or another, may find themselves there.
The donation builds on Korea's steady and consistent support to Jamaica since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, reflecting over $2 billion in supplies to date.
My government looks forward to the continued strengthening of our bond as bilateral partners and friends.
And finally, over 4,000 healthcare workers have so far received customer service training as part of the Ministry of Health's Compassionate Care program. Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says 15 hospital waiting areas have also been renovated under the initiative. The Compassionate Care program began in 2018 to focus on the improvement of service delivery and care in public hospitals and health centers. Minister Tufton provided the update on Tuesday at the reopening of the new Chapelton Hospital in Clarendon. He also used the function to reveal that more would be done at the community level to get persons to take preventative action on their health.
Chapelton represents a community health system that I hope will be taken advantage of. But we're going to roll out more in the new year, some mobile health systems where we go into communities and we encourage and incentivize persons to come out and do their health checks.
And that's it for GIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
Understanding the process of sowing, reaping, and waiting for the harvest may also be applied in our daily pursuits as we all attempt to navigate life's journey. As you'll soon discover, there is a time for everything. This is a skill some of our young Jamaicans have grasped.
Our future is being planted and nurtured in a school known for producing long-serving teachers for our educational system. But before getting in the classroom, a teacher first has to grow through real-world experiences and purposeful integration of theory and practice to develop the habit of teacher-like thinking.
We believe in the development of the wholesome man at Shortwood, and this activity will help to develop that wholesomeness. So they'll be exposed to skills and competencies that they can take away and that can complement their teaching career as they leave this noble institution to go and serve the world.
And to serve the global community, the understanding is to know the practice of planting, reaping, and waiting for harvesting, a skill that, while challenging, leads to patience.
There's no success without challenge, and you have to overcome it at some point in your life. It is good to set yourself a goal. Do not let any individuals, direct you off that path with negative thoughts. So it is best to just keep focused on one thing, and then you just see where that goes.
Also, your input influences your output. This means that the more we care for the crops, the more we'll gain a greater yield.
The farm at Shortwood Teachers College is nothing new. We started a farm in about 2006, thereabouts. At that time, I should say, we did grow different plants, and our current farm manager was one of the students engaged in that back then.
And with his gained experiences, he returned to the institution to plant the seed for sustainable development through food cultivation.
One of the first things I did was to do a needs assessment. What are the vegetables that we utilize in the canteen? And so we ensure that whatever we have, we supply the canteen so we don't need to get those food items externally. Currently we have pumpkin, as you're seeing here, I have one in my hand. We have tomato, we have corn, we have pak choy, scotch bonnet pepper, cucumber, cocoa, we have dasheen, and we have also planted sweet pepper in the past. We have green bananas currently, and we also have plantains.
I know that Shortwood Teachers College and the Ministry of Education and Youth, we've been strengthening our relationships over the years, over the decades. Please continue to do so. There's a lot of work ahead of us. Still transformation, much transformation ahead of us. And we are going to need our teachers' colleges to be with us lockstep in terms of that transformation.
Beyond imparting knowledge, cultivating and supporting students' growth also depends on the knowledge and abilities gained through tilling the soil to set roots deep enough for students to not only thrive, but do so without breaking.
As protecting our food security remains a high-level priority, climate-smart agriculture takes on increasing importance. This way of harvesting food uses better farming practices to reduce its contributions to greenhouse gas emissions, while increasing production output. Smart agricultural practices include reducing deforestation, better soil management, and intercropping. Climate-smart agriculture practices are intended to achieve three major outcomes. 1. Increased productivity. More food is needed to feed the global population as it continues to grow exponentially. Equally important is ensuring sustainable incomes for farmers, distributors, and key players driving the agriculture industry. Data from the World Bank indicates that 75% of the world's poor who live in rural areas rely on agriculture agriculture for their livelihoods. Number 2, resilience to climate change threats. Increasing severe weather conditions caused by a warmer earth means more drastic impact on agriculture output. To prevent this from happening, farmers can implement these practices, changing crops and livestock to ones better suited to the climate, and using technology to develop resistant variations of foods such as rice and bean plants. 3. Reduce greenhouse gas emissions caused by farming inputs such as fertilizers. Sharply reducing the use of fertilizers that produce gases such as carbon dioxide and nitrogen through crop rotation practices is one green-checked option. To truly practice proper climate-smart techniques, the dialogue must be tailored to the different climate experiences across the world. In Jamaica's context, areas of major concern include the island's vulnerability to hurricanes, flooding, and droughts. The government has been implementing several programs at the community and national levels in partnership with regional and international agencies. The mission is to build climate resilience in Jamaica's agriculture sector.
We are investing $230,000 US in partnership with the Caribbean Agricultural Research and Development Institute, CARDI, for a pilot program on climate resilience, on the expansion and upgrading of seed storage facility at the Bodles Research Station. This is important. This facility is going to house the best quality seeds, including our own seed source from locally developed and indigenous landrace types for vegetables, cover crops, field crops, and legumes.
The Bodles Research Station is just one aspect of Jamaica's strategic plan to ensure sustainable crop production through proper seed storage. Planting crops conducive to the rainy and dry season is another climate-resilient food security measure.
Our goal is to encourage our farmers to plant more, but not just to plant more. We want to plant the heat and drought-tolerant varieties of crops, such as cassava, which are more suitable for our climate.
In the fisheries sector, several fish sanctuaries have been declared and fish farmers trained. Meanwhile, the Jamaica Forage Club recently partnered with the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, to train 600 youth farmers and fishers on how to utilize agriculture practices that will withstand climate change and how to recover quickly from its impact. The 6-month pilot project will run from September 2022 to February 2023. A major part of implementing smarter farming practices is the collaboration of all partners involved in this sector. As more information emerges, followed by more robust action on climate change policies from countries across the globe, the agriculture sector will be in a better position to meet the food production demand.
We can no longer turn a blind eye to our children. Each of us have the duty to protect them. As we continue to strengthen our protection campaign, we ask that you try positive discipline. Talk not once, twice, 3 times, 7 times even. In talking to your child, you make them comfortable to tell you about what is affecting them. Tell our children the truth and tell them what is wrong and why. We remind our parents, if you are having difficulties with your child, we are here for you, to support you, along with the many other agencies that are set up for this purpose. Additionally, we remind parents that if you see another parent in need of help or sound advice, reach out and provide support. Every child is our child.
If you are a landowner, you can rent or lease it out to generate income now or after retirement. It's a security worth investing in. But if you lack the necessary paperwork, such as a land title, this won't work. Follow along to learn how you can secure your title to this piece of the rock. Here
are the initial steps you need to take. Step 1. Obtain and sign an application form as stipulated by the Registration of Titles Act. Step 2 is to obtain a statutory declaration, which is merely a letter from a local resident attesting to the applicant's ownership of the land. Step 3 is similar to Step 2 in that you must obtain a supporting statutory statement from 2 people who have known the property for at least 30 years in order to demonstrate ownership rights through possession. This is necessary if the petitioner lacks 40 years' worth of documentary evidence of ownership. The 4th step requires you to obtain a current certificate of payment for property taxes. You will also need a survey check diagram if the land is being registered by plan. After that, present any other document you may have proving ownership, such as a receipt, transfer, or probate form. Finally, you must pay an entry fee, which is equal to 1% of the property's value. You must pay this cost when you provide your paperwork to the assessor at the title office. You will receive an official receipt with the name of the applicant, the document number, and the receipt number printed on it. Your application number is printed on the receipt and must be used when you are contacted about the application. Once your application has been submitted successfully, you must save your receipt. Processing takes anywhere from 6 months to a year. If a rejection notification is sent out during that time, the processing period will restart if you want to reapply. Pay your property taxes, have your land surveyed, and remember, land titles can be used as a resource to safeguard your future and the future of your children. To learn more about how to obtain a land title today, visit the National Land Agency's website at www.nla.gov.jm.
Christmas time it come back again. Tell all your friends it come back again. Let's see how much you know about the season. Is it riddle or a fiddle? JIS took to the streets of Montego Bay to get your answers.
Pepper lights. Christmas. Pepper lights. Love. I must see him, same here. Keep after giving it to someone. Love, hugs, happiness, joy, I don't know.
My love, my heart, me. Don't know that one. My word, okay, yes, that's true, that's true.
A little smile, a bit of cheer, a lot of love from someone near, a tiny gift from one held dear. So fill this Christmas with your own cheer.
Fruits are sources of many essential nutrients like potassium, dietary fiber, vitamin C, and folate. And it's best to have it at the beginning of the day. So starting off today's entree is a fruit platter being prepared by
Chef Dennis Osborne from B&E Caterers and Restaurant Limited. Alright, so we'll be going right ahead. We'll be peeling to just create a simple design on the plate here. So we'll be having our papa as well, promoting healthy eating. Over here we are using a kringle cutter just to get it fancy. All these fruits that we have here, it's straight from the backyard, straight onto our plate right here. Here you go, perfect fruit platter within 5 minutes or less.
Food security will allow Jamaica to provide adequate and a safe supply of food for everyone, like the fruit platter seen here. Cultivating the food or fruits you love will not only add to food production, but make it more accessible. And if fruits are not your forte,
next on the menu, we'll be moving straight to our fresh salad. So here again, we're making a fresh salad, a green salad. So everything is straight from the backyard, and we'll be going ahead by just making some green vegetables. So we have our romaine lettuce, we have our iceberg lettuce, our cucumber, our carrot, our green tomatoes, and our little cherry plum tomatoes as well. Started right here. So peeling our carrots, getting it all ready for show. Okay. So we're having the carrot just for color, and carrot also is very healthy and good for us. Let's make some random chops in them. We can just drizzle with some olive oil, or we can add some fresh vinegar to it as well for that tangy taste. But I mean, look at it, it's as beautiful as it gets.
to top it off, you can add peanuts, cashew, or cranberries that are rich in vitamins and minerals. Just another way to make your taste buds scream.
What's next on the menu is stuffed chicken breast with callaloo and stuffed tilapia fish with callaloo as well. So we finally chop in clove of garlic. There we go. Add to our pot and preparing our callaloo as well. We're adding some carrot also to it for color. Some fine cubes within 5 minutes. It is all ready to go. Just a pinch of salt. So we're gonna go ahead and prepare our fire for the chicken breast. So we had a knob of butter in it. This is our chicken breast. We're lightly seasoned, salt and black pepper. Create a pocket inside our chicken breast here. We're gonna be adding our callaloo to the pot in just a bit. This will literally take 10 minutes in the pot, 5 minutes on either side. And then we are ready. You know, we have to have some garlic as well in the oil to flavor it. It is very, very good. You know, we Jamaican, we grew up on garlic. So first thing you stick, grab a garlic. We're gonna stuff our tilapia while that chicken is getting seared. Here's a tilapia here, so we're gonna be putting a knob of butter as well because we don't want it to be sticking in it, so the butter helps to moisturize it. So this is a perfect way to seal your tilapia and shove it in the oven. We went ahead and blanched our vegetables, so that's in our vegetables here. Adding a sprig of thyme as well. Also some fresh parsley. Let it rest for 2 minutes.
Grab your chicken, slice as desired, and voila!
Stuffed chicken breast, our own backyard vegetables, and our charred tomato ready to go.
To keep the fire burning, a side of sweet plantains to complement the tilapia.
You know, Jamaicans, we love ripe plantain, right? We'll be cutting it on the bias again using our kringle cutter. So we're adding the Heights green and gold color to our pot. We're julienne our sweet peppers, and these are sweet pepper, these are not bell peppers. Pulling our plantains aside. There you have it, roast tilapia, plantain served with slice of avocado on our fresh vegetable from our backyard.
Just yum! And to fill all gaps in the stomach, what's better than to add a blend of cherry juice?
We're actually making about 6 cups of cherry juice, and it's optional for sweetener because these cherries are very, very sweet. We can add a tablespoon of honey if we wish.
And you can do all this with ingredients from a home garden.
We've come to the end of our program. Get a recap of all you saw here and more on our website at www.jis.gov.jm. From all of us here at the JIS, have a joyous Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm Audrey Williams. Bye for now.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
On road trip, we make a quick stop in town to visit a mother-daughter duo for some sweet mischief and a little Christmas treat.
So we are a Novelty cake bakery. We do cakes, cupcakes, cookies, wedding cakes, sculpted cakes, birthday cakes, cakes for any occasion, as well as corporate cakes. Getting into this was kind of buck up, so my mom and aunt was the one who really started, and I kind of just fell into it, sort of, because they did it, and I was like, oh well, I like the designing aspect to it, the creative side, because I've always been a creative person. So I mean, it came naturally for me. So from that came Sweet Mischief. We're self-taught, first off, so we had to do a lot of research. When we started baking, there really wasn't that many persons that did it, as well as there weren't schools out there that did it. So we turned to the internet. We like to joke about it and so that we learned from the University of YouTube. I think we're just known for our attention to detail and how clean our work is, because we really do pride ourselves on being extremely neat and sometimes meticulous about the quality of work that goes through the doors. Inspiration comes from anything around us: fabric, clothing, handbags, shoes, fashion, especially, as well as we get inspiration from the customers, because we're really doing it for the customers. So when they come, they will bring their ideas, and then we can pull from there and work with them to create something that will suit their event. What's the most memorable cake? We did a cake for Tessa and Chin's going away when she was going away for The Voice. We did it for Digicel, so it was this huge guitar, and that was something that we've never done before, so that was a challenge, and it came out really nice, and she loved it as well as the client loved it, which is most important. The misconceptions with cake baking. I think persons think that it's not a lot of work, because the baking part of it, which is what most people understand, that's the easiest part. But when it comes down to decorating, making the different aspects of the cake, that is what really takes up a lot of time. Some of the challenges we've had in the past is the humidity in Jamaica. It's hot. It's really hot in Jamaica, and whereas we do work in AC, when it goes outside, it's a whole different story. So we do have the challenges with the cake sweating and the heat, because persons out here might see cakes online and think that that can work out here. For example, beautiful 3-tier buttercream wedding cakes at AC, and they want to put it outside in the sun hot. It doesn't work in Jamaica. Business side is not very motivating, but I mean, it's just the love for the arts. I mean, it comes with its own challenges, the long hours. When I say long hours, they're very long hours. Because working as a small business, you don't have all the resources to hire a big team and whatever. So, but at the end of the day, you do have those pretty pictures to show off and say, oh, you know, we did that. It's really nice. I really, really do love it. I love the creative aspect of it. Creating something out of just a plain round cake or a plain square cake. I welcome the challenges, much to Mommy's annoyance, because she's like, so Alison, you can't just say no. Just say no, Alison. Why? Like, you're an experiment on the customer. I was like, Mommy, what? I'm sure I've seen it somewhere here. I saw a tutorial somewhere or something. Yeah, we can do it, man. We got this.
Join us for the delayed broadcast of Miss Jamaica World this Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on TVJ.
She make it look easy cause she got it. Check my technique.
On road trip. Located on the south side of the island, Westmoreland is the most westerly point of the island. The team went off the beaten road to visit a hidden treasure.
Welcome to Jamaica Giants Culture Park and Nature Tour. I'm a businessman, yeah? And I simply wanted us to do something that nobody else was doing.
My name is Fitzroy Russell. I'm a sculptor. I'm from the community of Negro.
For the last 6 years, I've been putting out most of the works on the sculpture and the painting and the drawings. However, I've been planting the trees for the last 28 years. And the tree planting is part of the project, including mahogany and Honduras mahogany too, and Colombian cedars and local trees too. It's really about close to 3,000 acres of land, if not more. I got another piece which could join to it and take it up to about 4,000.
It's only few people go to a gallery, in Jamaica, There is no gallery nowhere here in the western part of the island, where people can take a time out from even the 12 o'clock break and go to the gallery, refresh their brain.